down by 2 with 15 seconds left. Bulls inbound the ball, Jordan. Jordan down the court. Jordan puts up a 3. And it's good! Bulls win! Bulls win! Bulls win!
This was a very common theme when Michael Jordan was on the court in the NBA. Michael Jordan was a phenomenal player and he was very successful throughout his career. Michael Jordan had several great accomplishments. He had a very positive influence on society, and he made it through any setback that was thrown his way. Michael Jordan had most of his accomplishments on the court. Michael Jordan played 15 seasons in the NBA, which was 1,072 games. Can you believe that? 1,072 games on the court. Michael Jordan was also nominated MVP several times. He was nominated MVP in the regular season, he was nominated MVP in the championships, and he was nominated MVP in the All-Star games. Michael Jordan was also the second person to reach 3,000 points, just behind Wilt Chamberlain. Michael Jordan was also part of the Olympic team, in which he was very successful. He led his team to the gold medal twice, which is almost unheard of. When Michael Jordan wasn't on the court, he was working on a shoe line with Nike called the Air Jordan. This is one of many models that Michael Jordan developed with Nike and sent out to the public. There are many people out there today that actually collect Air Jordans instead of wear them. So his career is very successful to this day selling Jordans, and you'll see many of them on the street in the public. Michael Jordan was a very positive influence on society. He inspired kids to do well, to become the athletes that they aspired to be, just like himself. Michael Jordan also held education very high. He decided to finish his education in college before he moved into the NBA, and where he knew he was going to be a superstar and play basketball for a lifetime. Michael Jordan also had a lot of involvement in charities. He set up his own golf outing. He was involved with Special Olympics, and he was involved in the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is still heavily used today to fulfill wishes of kids who are medically challenged. During Michael Jordan's career, he had a few setbacks. His biggest setback was in 1992. In 1992, his father was murdered in an act of violence and robbed. This was very devastating for Michael Jordan and had a heavy impact on him. Once this incident had happened, Michael Jordan decided to go into baseball, which is very unheard of a professional athlete going into dual sports. After Michael Jordan spent a small time in baseball, he decided to come out of retirement and give it another try in the NBA. Some would think that his motivation, stamina, and performance would go down, but that is not the case. Even after Michael Jordan came back from retirement, he was the thriving NBA star that he had been before. Michael Jordan also had to deal with some injuries during his career. Michael Jordan had injuries in high school and in the NBA. This can be very hard to deal with when you rely on your body for your career, and that is how you're going to financially support yourself. Michael Jordan also had a huge setback young in his career. In high school, Michael Jordan was actually cut from his varsity team. Can you believe someone would cut Michael Jordan? Knowing that he was going to be a superstar in the future, there's no way that I would have ever cut Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan also had to deal with the divorce of his wife recently, in which he was married to for 17 years. This is very dramatic for anyone, let alone someone who's in the limelight and gets more attention than you could ever want. Besides these few setbacks that I've listed, there are always the setback of the media. Everyone is always looking for the easiest way to bring down someone who has had positive attention. This can be very difficult to deal with. Michael Jordan always handled himself very well and had a positive influence on society in that aspect also. Michael Jordan is the best, and he will always be the best in my book. His records and his stats show this. Michael Jordan had several accomplishments. He had a very positive influence on society, and he made it through any setback possible. So next time that you hear someone talking about who the best player was in the NBA, tell them to consider Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the best, and he will always be the best.